Hello, thank you so much for stopping by. Today I will be doing a plant supplement review, and this is by Schultz All Purpose. This is an NPK of 10, 15, 10. And if you are new to fertilizers and plant world and being a plant parent and stuff like that, so NPK is usually the I forgot what that's called, the formulation or the analysis for fertilizers. So N would be for nitrogen, and P would be for nitrate, nitrogen. No, I'm sorry about that. No, N is for phosphate. No, N is, oh my gosh, N is for nitrogen, I'm sorry. P is for phosphate, and K is for potash. But the reason it is not NPP, but NPK is because of the shoot is from that what is that called? I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic and I have head trauma, so it's in the back of my head. It's like that shoot, I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. If you remember what it's called, let me know down in the comment section below. Yeah, it's the K2O. K2, yeah, K2O. If you know what that is, that's it's in, I can feel it in my mind. I can see it in my mind. I just can't articulate it. I apologize. So this is a very all-purpose type of plant food or fertilizer. That's what it's called, plant food or fertilizer. So plant food is also known as fertilizer and vice versa. Fertilizer, plant food is very, very precise. So do not overuse it. You can underuse it if you do not want to use the full dose. You can, very much so, but don't expect to have a really great result to that, because this is all already been tested and what the maximum should be, and that is the whatever the suggested is. I would go with that, because if you go halfway, it's basically just water. So I wouldn't recommend that. I would not recommend you going over the recommended dose, because this has already been thoroughly measured. And fertilizer plant food is unforgiving. So if you do more than what they have required you to do, that would be the maximum, it will actually kill your plants. So do not do that. It would be too much. So I've tried this with all different kinds of plants. I've tried this, well, I take that back. I've tried, because I have my own system. I have foliage mixture, and I have a flowering mixture. This does not include cacti or succulents, orchids. I think those are the only other kinds that I do have. So I've used this with just foliage plants, and I have used this with just flowering plants. So it's a little bit strange to say that, because all plants actually can flower. It's just that a lot of them are not really flowering plants. So what are flowering plants? Flowering plants are examples are like orchids. I did not use this on an orchid because it's not an orchid food. Another example is a Hoya, or an African violet, or the seasonal festive cactus. They're not really technically cactus, but you know what I'm talking about, like the Easter cactus, Thanksgiving and Christmas cactuses and stuff like that. Those are flowering plants. Let's see, what are the other ones? Because every single plant will flower. That's how they produce seeds, and that's how they can produce seeds to have more. They will have plant babies. So that's what I mean by flowering plants. The foliage plants would be like just plain, not your not the consistently flowering plant. Like, let's see, what is an example? An example for that would be like a basil plant. Okay, yeah, because basils usually are an herb, and I mean, they can't, like I said, every plant will flower. A fiddle-leaf fig, any ficus plant. I'm looking around here. Epneperum or pothos. These philodendrons. This is another pothos right here. Philodendron. This is a This is the philodendron micans, philodendron basil, philodendron, just green. Let's see, yeah, a lot of philodendrons, syngoniums are foliage. So those are the type of foliage plants I'm talking about. So that's how I measure my stuff. I usually separate them to encourage the flowering plants to produce more flower, and to encourage my foliage plants to grow taller and bigger and beefier. So I've used this on both, and they work great. Because usually with a flowering plant, you want the P, or the middle one, NPK, you want the P to be very, very high. So that's the part that encourages vigorous blooms, more buds, and all that stuff. But this, I have used this with just foliage and flowering plants. I have not used this on cacti. I've used this on an African violet, which African violets actually have a different fertilizer just for them. I've also used this. I didn't use this on orchids, and I think that's it. Yeah. What I can tell you is that it is a really good all-purpose plant food. I didn't see anything bad happening. I didn't see anything negative at all. It's very easy to use. I actually use 1/2 teaspoon for this to a gallon. It does have the instructions here on the side, but it does say 1/8 teaspoon per quart. So that I actually did my own measurement before too, and when you get that into a gallon, it would be 1/2 teaspoon. Do not go over 1/2. Just don't. Just be patient. And that's what I use every time I water my plants. For this, it says every time you water your plants or feeding once or twice a month, use 1/4 per quart, or that would be 1 whole teaspoon per gallon. But I feed them every time I water, so I don't need to do that. Have I ever used 1 teaspoon per gallon? No, I have never done that before. I am too scared to do that because it does say there concentrate, and I will never risk the health of my plant babies. So yeah, I've used this one to all the plants you can see. Oh, and this one, that's a plant, bird of paradise, and typically that is a flowering plant outdoors, but there is not enough light yet. That's why there's a plant light right there. There's not enough light for that to produce a flower. So maybe one day. Sometimes people have shared that when they have a plant and the plant has been with them for a very, very long amount of time, there are times where certain flowering plants that are from outside that they bring inside, or it's been grown all, just indoors, will actually start to flower. I haven't really had that luck yet with my bird of paradise, but I believe I did an unboxing for that one years ago, and she grows really, really well. This is a very easy plant to grow. So make sure, if you are curious, check out my plant vlogs to do that. Yeah, this is very easy to use. I don't really use the dropper. I just use teaspoon. That's my personal preference to do. You don't have to do it my way. You can do it your own way, which is fine. But what I do recommend is always follow the directions and do not over fertilize. Rule of thumb, that will kill your plants. If you have other suggestions on other plant supplements or plant food or plant fertilizers, let me know down in the comment section below. I always love all you guys' comments. Also, where you can find this will be the description section. And if I can't find any kind of coupons or discount codes or free stuff, they're always going to be in the description section, regardless if it is a part of the product I'm talking about or has nothing to do with the product, but I just found all those goodies. I will always put them down below. Thank you everyone for the love and support. Keep smiling, stay happy, stay healthy, keep safe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.